Have you ever noticed that there was a time in your life when the things that once made you excited suddenly felt heavy, dull, or strangely unfamiliar? The activities you used to love started to feel like duties. The goals that once gave you energy started to make you feel tired. And somewhere inside, a quiet thought appeared. What happened to my motivation? I understand that feeling very well, because I also went through it for a while. Before we begin, hello my friend, I'm Wendy, and you are listening to Heal and Grow Podcast, a peaceful little space where you can come back whenever life feels heavy. Here, you do not have to be strong all the time. You only need to give yourself a few minutes to breathe slowly, listen to your heart, and gently come back to yourself. In today's episode, we will talk about that feeling of losing motivation and what you can do when you do not have as much energy inside as before. Not to force yourself to become strong right away, not to make yourself return to a productive, bright, or passionate version of yourself in just one day, but to help you understand yourself more, be kinder to yourself, and slowly find your connection again with life, with work, and with the things that once made your heart light up. Think about the smartphone you carry with you every day. Sometimes, when you use it too much, open too many apps, receive too many notifications, and do too many things at the same time, it starts to slow down. The screen may become darker, the phone may become hot, and finally, the battery runs out. But this does not mean the phone is broken. It is not useless. It does not need to be thrown away. It does not need to be replaced right away. It simply needs to be charged again. You are the same. Sometimes losing your passion does not mean you hate your work. It does not mean you chose the wrong path. It does not mean you no longer have ability, passion, or a future with what you are doing. Maybe you are just out of battery. You have been thinking too much. You have been trying for too long. You have carried too much pressure, too many deadlines, too many expectations, and too many responsibilities. But you have not really given yourself time to rest. So before you quickly say, I am bored with this work, or I have no passion anymore, try to stop and ask yourself a gentler question. Do I really no longer love this work, or am I just too tired to feel that love again? Maybe what you need right now is not to give up. Maybe what you need is simply to recharge. A deeper sleep. A real day off. A quiet moment when you do not have to answer anyone. An afternoon with no pressure. A little care for your body, your mind, and your heart. Because sometimes you are not broken. You are just out of battery. And when you rest enough, when you care for yourself again, and when you reconnect with yourself, you may realize that the light inside you is still there. I have to tell you this. There are many things silently draining us every day, and we do not even notice. Sometimes it is the environment we stay in. Sometimes it is the people who make us feel small, tense, or never good enough. Sometimes it is the habit of saying yes when we actually need to say no. My friend, you cannot find inspiration and strength in an environment that quietly wears you down every day. Just like a plant cannot grow well in poor soil, your passion cannot stay alive in a place that keeps taking away your light. You may still try. You may still push yourself. You may still tell yourself to be stronger, but if everything around you keeps draining you, even your strongest fire will slowly become weak. That is why sometimes the problem is not that you are lazy. It is not that you have lost your dream. It is not that you are not disciplined enough. Sometimes you are simply exhausted from staying too long in places, habits, and relationships that no longer support the person you are trying to become. So before you blame yourself for losing motivation, ask yourself, what is taking my energy? What makes me feel heavy? What do I need to step away from? Where do I need to protect my peace? because protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary. Sometimes finding your passion again does not begin with doing more. It begins with noticing what is draining you, stepping away from what makes you feel small, and choosing an environment that helps you breathe, grow, and become yourself again. And after you notice what is draining your energy, there is one more thing you need to be honest about. Sometimes your energy is drained by the world around you, but sometimes it is also blocked by the fear inside you. I have seen many people delay their dreams by telling themselves, "I'm too tired right now." But you know what? The hardest battle in life is not always the battle with other people, with pressure, or with the world outside. Sometimes the hardest battle is the battle with yourself. It is the battle with the part of you that wants to grow, and the part of you that wants to stay safe. The part of you that dreams about a better life, and the part of you that whispers, "Maybe not now. Maybe you are not ready. Maybe you will fail." So in the moments when you feel the most tired, the most drained, and the closest to giving up, you have to learn how to lift yourself back up. Think about the version of you who once had hope. The version of you who started this journey for a reason. The version of you who wanted a better life. Not because it was easy, but because deep down, you knew you were meant for more. Do not let one difficult season make you forget why you began. You may feel weak today, but that does not mean you have lost your strength. You may feel tired today, but that does not mean your dream is over. You may feel stuck today, but that does not mean you cannot move again. Start small, get up, drink some water, choose one important task and do it for just 2 minutes. Then, if you can, continue for a little longer. I believe you can do it. But first, you have to win the battle against the voice inside you that wants to stay lazy, give up, or run away from discomfort. Think about the reason you started. Think about the person you are trying to become. Think about the beautiful results that may come if you do not stop now. Maybe your future self is waiting for this moment. The moment you choose not to quit, even when it feels hard. Because every time you choose to begin again, even quietly, even slowly, you prove to yourself that fear is not in control anymore. You are. And when you begin to feel a little more in control, try to go a little deeper. Look at your work, not only as a list of tasks you need to finish, but as a part of the journey that is helping you grow. Imagine a builder. Every day, he goes to the construction site and places one brick on top of another. At first, he may feel excited, but after a long time, the work starts to feel repetitive. Every brick looks the same. Every day is the same. Lift it, place it, adjust it, and continue. And maybe at some point he asks himself, "What am I doing? Does all of this really mean anything?" But then one day he takes a few steps back and looks up. He realizes that the small bricks he places every day are slowly becoming a house. A place where someone will come home. A place that will protect people from the rain and the sun. A place that will hold family meals, conversations, and peaceful nights of sleep. At that moment, his work is no longer just about placing bricks. He realizes that he is building a place someone can call home. Your work is the same. When you only look at each email, each deadline, each report, each meeting, and each small task you need to complete, it is easy to feel that everything is dry, boring, and tiring. But if you take a small step back, you may be able to see something bigger behind those small tasks. Maybe this work is teaching you patience. Maybe it is helping you become more professional. Maybe it is teaching you how to solve problems. Maybe it is helping someone, even in a quiet way. Maybe it is building a stronger version of you. So if you feel disconnected from your work, try asking yourself, who is this work helping? What have I learned from it? What kind of person am I becoming because of these experiences? And Is there still any part of this work that makes me feel proud? Maybe you will realize that your current work is not perfect, but it still has some meaning. And maybe what you need right now is not to change your whole life immediately, but to find a more meaningful way to see what you are doing. But if, after listening to yourself carefully, you realize that this path is no longer right for you, that is not a failure either. A builder may also have a day when he realizes he wants to build a different kind of house, in a different place, in a different way. That does not erase the value of the bricks he has placed before. Everything is still experience. Everything is still part of the journey. You are the same. Whether your answer is to continue or to choose a new direction, I hope you remember this. Losing energy does not mean you have lost yourself. Sometimes it is only a reminder that you need to pause, listen, take care of yourself, and choose again how you want to move forward. The light inside you does not disappear forever. It is still there, waiting for you to come back, little by little, through small but honest choices every day. And maybe this tired season is not here to stop you. Maybe it is here to help you see more clearly. When life becomes too noisy, too heavy, or too full of pressure, we often lose connection with what truly matters. But sometimes, when our energy runs low, we finally begin to notice what we have been ignoring for too long. We notice what gives us peace. We notice what takes too much from us. We notice what still matters and what no longer feels right. Just like the night makes the stars easier to see, difficult seasons can help you see your heart more clearly. They show you what needs care, what needs rest, and what needs to change. So do not be too hard on yourself for feeling tired. Everyone goes through seasons like this. No journey is bright all the time. No life is easy every day. But no difficult season lasts forever either. So for today, do not ask yourself to have everything figured out. Just breathe. Rest if you need to rest. Take one small step if you can. Trust that the season is not the end of your story. It may simply be the quiet space before you find your rhythm again. Thank you for listening, and if this episode touched you in some way, I hope you keep this gentle reminder with you today. This season will pass, and I can find my way back again. If you found this episode helpful, please follow for more gentle reminders in the next episodes. And if you want, leave a small comment sharing what has been helping you feel a little more like yourself recently. I would love to hear your story.